everybody, welcome back. So I told you it wouldn't be too long. So for me to come out with another video. So I hope everybody's having a good day. And before I get started with this, I want to say, because this is part of the problem that happened with me, um, and and why I stopped making videos in the first place. Um, Hold on, I gotta fix that. See if that makes it better. Um, so even though we are constantly hearing all this negative stuff that is happening, all of these bad things that are going on, and about all of these bad people in our world, we do not have to let that affect us in a negative way. Um, we we have to learn. We can still know what's going on, but we have to learn a way to manage the things that are happening. We have to try to take any good that we can find out of every bad situation that we run into and try to at least hold on to that little bit of goodness. It'll get us through the day, it'll help us get through our own problems, and it'll help us not get sucked into the world of darkness. So I just wanted to say that. But okay, let's hop right in to our video. And listen, I was watching the last video after it was done. I rewatched it. And I did not realize that my screen, for some reason, is like to the right. So I tried to fix that. I hope it fixed it. If it didn't, please let me know that so I can fix it. All right, let's jump into it. Now, I hope you guys, I hope this is not, it's almost better if I just leave it like this, almost. That way you can see the whole thing. All right, let's check this out, okay? This is on BitChute, Life in 2030, Propaganda Translated, and it is on DeBess or DBess, whichever. But you can go and check that out. And again, after I'm done, I'll put everything in the description box below. Can you guys see all that clearly? The stuff that's on the bottom? There's no way for me to tell. Wait a minute. That's what it's going to be. That's what they want. That's what they say that our world is going to be like in 2030. I mean, isn't that crazy? Did you ever think you'd see the way the world is right now? It's just totally insane to me. But we do have to appreciate every day the little things that are good. The little things that, even though we know life is crazy in the outside world, you have to be thankful and grateful for everything that you have in your life. I think it's like a game of balance. So just remember that. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay. On to the next thing. Now, this is on VidMax. It says proof that Kamala Harris is an animatronic robot. Now, I don't obviously believe that, but if you listen to this lady, which I have never, this person went and put all these different things together, but I don't think people would notice unless they followed every word this lady said. But go ahead, let's check this out.
That's why we're here today. Because we have the ability to see what can be, unburdened by what has been, and then to make the possible actually happen. Have to believe in what can be, unburdened by what has been.
And we must always see who we can be, unburdened by who we have been. An ability to see what can be, unburdened by what has been.
What can be, unburdened by what has been. To see what can be, unburdened by what has been.
We see what can be, unburdened by what has been.
Bring people to see what can be, unburdened by what has been.
To see what can be,
unburdened by what has been. It is
Either she needs to hire a new speechwriter because they keep saying the same shit over and over and over again. Or, I don't even know what. This whole theatrical thing that is going on in the White House, this whole theatrical that is happening before our eyes is just the craziest thing you ever think you'd seen. I never thought I'd see people like this in control. Some of the times I see these things and I'm just like, how dumb. How dumb. All right, be careful on the roads, people. People have lost their minds. It is not safe. People are crazy. Lunatics. The world is full of lunatics. This poor girl had to find out this way. Man arrested after tossing 17-year-old like a rag doll during a road rage incident.
That you want to get back up there.
What are you doing? Don't touch her. Chris. Get him off of her now. Chris, stop. Get off. I have this on video. We're going to bring this to the cops. We are.
Call it in.
We are.
I hope that guy got arrested. But it's like that. It's like another thing. Like, people, you can't do anything. Nothing is safe. Nothing is safe anymore where you don't have to worry about being attacked for other people's craziness. It's totally insane. All right, now into some more seriousness about the stuff that is happening.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for Local 5 News at 4 on this Monday. Glad to have you with us. I'm Barrett Tryon. Happening right now, firefighters from multiple stations battling a large fire at Festa's Foods. This is in the town of Belmont. It's a food processing plant that makes frozen pizzas. Now, this began around 9 o'clock this morning. Black smoke can be seen from miles pouring out from that building there. Officials say more than 70 first responders are helping battle those flames right now.
We just kind of got them from that side of the farm to the other side of the farm. And like I said, at that time, the smoke was weird. It was billowing down, but as the fire progressed, it went higher.
Well, the amount of damage from that fire is still unknown. From the outside, the building appears black from ash, and all that glass is gone. No word yet if anyone was hurt or how it began. Of course, we'll continue to follow up for you.
Now, some of you may be wondering, why did you put that on there? It's a fire. You know, things happen. I'm about to tell you why. Coincidence or not, 97 fires have destroyed or damaged U.S. food processing plants since Joe Obama's election. Here's the list. Did you guys hear me? 97 fires have destroyed or damaged U.S. food processing plants. And everyone wants to talk about the food crisis between the farmers being forced to get rid of their crops, the other farmers that can barely pay their bills, can barely help to even put food on your table. Between that and the food processing plants that are mysteriously being damaged or burnt down, no, I probably shouldn't. I shouldn't say what I want to say, but you guys could probably come to the same conclusion that I did. Now, do you think this is an accident, this food crisis that is happening? Or do you think maybe it's, what's the word I want to use? Oh, I know. Planned. Right. Sometimes we writers tend to be too detailed and bury the lead story within another larger piece of work. I read an article by Michael Snyder yesterday that contained a bombshell within his story. Are you aware that 97 food processing plants have been damaged or destroyed by fire since Joe Obama took office? A lot of people aren't. I bet a lot of people didn't even know that because that's not on the news. Somewhere around 20 have been totally destroyed, but over 70 were not totally lost. Does anyone else find it odd that there have been 97 food plant fires since Joe Obama won the presidency? Here's a list of the 97 fires at food processing plants since this happened. January 11th, 2021, a fire that destroyed 75,000 square foot processing plant in Fayetteville. April 30th, 21, a fire ignited inside the Smithfield Foods pork processing plant in Illinois. July 25th, 2021, 3-alarm fire at Kellogg plant in Memphis. 170 emergency personnel responded to the call. July 30th, 2021, firefighters on Friday battled a large fire at Tyson's River Valley Ingredients plant in Alabama. August 23rd, 2021, fire crews were called to the Patak Meat Production Company on Ewing Road in Austell. 6. September 13th, 2021, a fire at the JBS beef plant in Grand Island, Nebraska on Sunday night forced a halt to slaughter and fabrication lines. October 13th, 2021, a 5-alarm fire ripped through the Darigold butter production plant in Caldwell, Idaho. November 15th, 2021, a woman is in custody following a fire at the Garrard County Food Pantry. 11/29/2021. A fire broke out around 5:30 p.m. at the Made Right Steak Company meat processing plant. December 13th, 2021. Westside Food Processing Plant in San Antonio left with smoke damage after a fire. January 7th, 2022. Damage to a poultry processing plant on Hamilton's Mountain following an overnight fire. January 13th, 2022. Firefighters worked for 12 hours to put a fire out at the Cargill Neutrino plant in Louisiana. January 31st, 22. A fertilizer plant with 600 tons of ammonium nitrate inside caught on fire on a Cherry Street in Winston-Salem. February 3rd, 2022. A massive fire swept through Wisconsin River meats. February 3rd, 2022. Same day, at least 130 cows were killed in a fire at Percy Farm. February 15th, 2022. Bonanza Meat Company goes up in flames. 17. February 15th, 2022. Nearly a week after the fire destroyed most of the Shearer's food plant in Hermiston. February 16th, 2022. A fire had broken at the U.S. largest soybean processing and biodiesel plant in Claypool, Indiana. February 18th, 2022. An early morning fire tore through the milk parlor at Best View Farm. February 19th, 2022. 3 people were injured and 1 was hospitalized after an ammonia leak at Lincoln Premium Poultry. February 22nd, 2022. The Shearer's food plant in Hermiston caught fire after a propane boiler exploded. February 28th, 2022. A smoldering pile of sulfur quickly became a raging chemical fire at Nutrien AG Solutions. February 28th, 2022. A man was hurt after a fire broke out at the Shadowbrook Farm and Dutch Girl Creamery. March 4th, 2022. 294,800 chickens destroyed at farm in Stoddard, Missouri. Same day. 644,000 chickens destroyed at egg farm in Cecil, Maryland. Same day, go figure, right? How weird is that? Almost 900,000 chickens were destroyed in the same day in 2 different places. March 8th, 2022. 243,900 chickens destroyed at egg farm in Newcastle, Delaware. March 10th, 2022. 663,400 chickens destroyed at egg farm in Cecil, Maryland. Again. 6 days after the first one, more chickens died. March 10th, 2022, same day, 915,900 chickens destroyed at egg farm in Taylor, Iowa. March 14th, 2022, the blaze at 244 Meadow Drive was discovered shortly after by farm owner Wayne Hoover. March 14th, 2022. Isn't this insane? I mean, I'm not going to go down and read 97 of them, but you get the point. Isn't that insane? I'm going to put a link to this in the description below. And you guys can go and watch and read this article for yourself. Just look at all of these fires, all of these destructions of food processing plants, of where your food comes from. Tell me it's not. Tell me it's just a coincidence. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't done so already, let's take this time to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you have not done so already. Make sure to ring that notification bell to get future notifications for future videos. Because this is stuff that people need to hear, and I don't think a lot of people even realize it. But if you want, you guys can go check this out. It's dcclothesline.com. All right. This is on the foodsafety.gov. Okay? This is just recent recalls. Real-time notices of recalls and alerts from the U.S. Department of Agriculture and U.S. Food and Drug Administration are listing in the widget. Click on the items within the widget for more information on a specific recall or alert. If the product details in the recall notice match the details on the food product you have at home, do not open or consume the product. Instead, do one of the following: return it or throw it in the garbage. All right, now let's just go over a few of these. All right, June 17th, 2022. Fresh Pet voluntarily recalls one lot of Fresh Pet Select Fresh from the Kitchen Home Cooked Chicken recipe. Okay, salmonella. June 15th, 888 Food Company issue allergy alert on undeclared egg in various Ho King and Guy Fat products. Umai Foods, USA Inc. recalls ineligible products imported from China. My dog's driving me crazy. Built Brands voluntarily recalls Banana Cream Pie Puffs protein bar because of a possible health risk. Northern Tier Bakery recalls ready-to-eat salad products due to possible listeria contamination. Gourmando Cafes and Catering Company issues allergy alert on undeclared egg. Prairie City Bakery recalls peanut butter chocolate chip ooey gooey butter cakes because of possible health risk. F&S Fresh Food recalls 7.25 ounce Garden Highway Snacks brand protein power snack because of possible health risk. Taharka Brothers Ice Cream recalls peanut butter cup ice cream because of possible health risk. Urban Remedy recalls Urban Remedy Organic Revitalizing Tea Tonic Strawberry Hibiscus Rose due to possible hepatitis A contamination. Wilton Brands issues allergy alert on possible presence of undeclared milk in 2 sprinkle products. Irvington Seafood recalls crab meat, jumbo, lump, finger, and claw meat because of possible health risk. Paris Brothers Inc. voluntarily limited recall. Albanese Confectionery Group Inc. recalls select peanut butter products because of possible health risk. FSIS, and that was all in the month of June. FSIS issues public health alert for ready-to-eat salad products containing peanut butter that may be contaminated with salmonella. California firm issues voluntarily product recall due to undeclared wheat and egg in Trader Joe's lemony arugula basil salad kit. Euphoria Chocolate Company issues voluntary recall of peanut butter classic truffles, dark chocolate peanut butter meltaways, and milk chocolate peanut butter meltaways because of possible health risk. AG Specialty Foods Inc. issues voluntary recall of food products containing Jif and Smucker's peanut butter due to the potential salmonella contamination. More seafood, Safeway Fresh Foods, salmonella, Casper's Ice Cream, mispackaged allergy alert. Brookshire Grocery Company recalls yellow flesh peaches because of possible health risk. Bix Product Company recalls egg and cheese curds power box because of possible health risk. Do you guys see what I'm saying? I mean, it's like every other day there's a new recall for food. Literally, the FDA's job is to literally check the food, make sure it is safe, inspect it, and send it out to stores for consumers to buy. They're not doing their job unless their job is to pass on food that is poisonous to the people because they don't care if you get sick or not. That must be their job because it happens every single day. I mean, do you see what I'm saying? Okay. Smithfield Packages Meats Corp. recalls a ready-to-eat bacon topping product due to a possible foreign matter contamination. I mean, how... They don't care, guys. I cannot let myself get so worked up about this, but they don't care. And I'm just trying to show everybody that they do not care. Okay? They will pass on poisonous food to you. They want you to take it home and eat it. They're not, you know. I mean, it's totally, totally crazy. And then the food that they aren't in control of, the food that comes from local independent farmers, they're being told to destroy because they don't want you to have a healthy, safe option. They want you to come to them for their food, like I said in my last video. If you guys haven't seen that, go back and check that out. It's the satanic ruled world that we live in. All right, back to this one. I mean, I'm not going to go through this, but you can go. It's right on foodsafety.gov, and look at all these. And these just are all in, they go from March all the way to June. But look at all of these recalls in 3 months. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Oh wait, I wanted to put this in there. I wanted to show you this. This is on FDA.gov. You guys tell me what you think of this. New era of smarter food safety. All right. Welcome to the new era of smarter food safety. FDA is taking a new approach to food safety, leveraging technology and other tools and approaches to create a safer and more digital, traceable food system. Just let that soak in for a minute. The FDA is taking a new approach to food safety, leveraging technology and other tools and approaches to create a safer and more digital, traceable food system. Our ultimate goal is to bend the curve of foodborne illness in this country by reducing the number of illnesses. If that's the case, then why are we reading about all of these recalls and all of this crap being put into the food and passing as safe? The new era of smarter food safety blueprint, announced in July of 2020, outlines achievable goals to enhance traceability, improve predictive analytics, respond more rapidly to outbreaks, address new business models, reduce contamination of food, and foster the development of stronger food safety cultures. What do you guys think? Pretty crazy. The United States Food and Drug Administration is a federal agency of the Department of Health and Human Services. The FDA is responsible. Now let's take this in. The FDA is responsible for protecting and promoting public health through the control and supervision of food safety, tobacco products, dietary supplements, prescriptions, and over-the-counter pharmaceutical drugs. You know, and all that entails. Okay? Responsible for protecting and promoting public health through the control and supervision of, let's just go with food safety because that's what we're talking about. This literally says that it is their job to make sure that you get safe food. But they are not doing that, right? They're not doing that because I don't think that is what their job really is. It's obviously to pass off anything they want to make the people, I'm not going to say it, but you guys draw the conclusions. Okay.
So what in that diary was so important that Joe Biden sent FBI agents?
Let me read the title in case you guys didn't see it. Wow. Tucker Carlson covers Ashley Biden's diary, calls out Joe Obama a perv for... Yep, that's what it says. All right, let's go into this. Now, his daughter wrote this. It shouldn't be a surprise to any of you guys, though.
To get it back. Quote, "I've always been boy crazy," she wrote, "hypersexualized at a young age. I remember somewhat being sexualized with a family member. I remember having sex with friends at a young age. Showers with my dad, probably not appropriate." Now, we have no reason to doubt that what she wrote is true. She did not write this for public consumption. She wrote it in a diary that, as you just heard, she accidentally left behind in a halfway house in Palm Beach, Florida in June of 2020 during the presidential race. Ashley Biden doesn't say how old she was at the time she showered with her father, but obviously she was old enough to remember doing it. And by the way, little kids don't take showers, they take baths. Inappropriate showering with your own daughter? If that's not child molestation, it is definitely close enough to justify a police visit. He has been accused of rape. You'll remember that a former Biden staffer called Tara Reid, whose story...
Now, this is the person that is in the White House. This is the person that people thought would be a better solution than what we had before. On numerous occasions, videos have surfaced of him being totally inappropriate with other people's children. Is it really a big surprise that he was like that with his own children? I am not surprised at all. Not at all. What do you guys think? It makes me so mad. I cannot deal with stuff like that. I just can't. Well, the Navy goes woke. That's what I'm going to call this. The Navy is training its members to create a safe space by using proper gender pronouns. Here's their new instructional video, which is modeled after a children's show. Now, this is the video that they're showing Navies, people in the Navy, right? To tell them how to deal with or how to address people. Listen, it's not the world we grew up in anymore, guys. There's not just a he or a she. Right? I mean, it, they, their. It's like, dude, it's he or a she. You're a man or you're a woman. I mean, this is so ridiculous. But now it's going to where I'll just let you guys check this out for yourself.
My name is Johnny, and I use he, him pronouns.
Hi, and I'm Conchi, and I use she, her pronouns.
And we're here to talk about pronouns.
What is a pronoun? A pronoun is how we identify ourselves apart from our name, and it's also how people refer to us in conversations.
Using the right pronouns is a really simple way to affirm someone's identity. It is a signal of acceptance and respect.
If it's a signal of acceptance and respect, how do we go about creating a safe space for everybody?
That's a good question. A really good way to do that is to use inclusive language. Instead of saying something like, hey guys, you can say, hey everyone, or hey team.
Yeah, and now that you say that, another way that we could show that we're allies and that we accept everybody is to maybe include our pronouns in our emails, or like we just did, introduce ourselves using our pronouns.
But what would I do if I misgender someone?
I think the first thing to recognize is that it's not the end of the world. You correct yourself and move on, or you accept the correction and move on. The most important thing I can tell you is do not put the burden of making you feel good about your mistake on the person that you just misgendered.
Oh, thank you for telling me that.
Yeah, and another tip for you to remember their pronoun next time, it's in your mind. Kind of go through a progression of 3 good things about the person using their pronoun. So let's say the person chooses to use they, then you will in your mind go, they have a nice shirt, they have a nice smile, they are really smart. So that kind of sticks.
Here's a tip for you. If you don't believe you're a he or a she, go see a therapist. Go read the Bible. Here's a tip for you. Wake up. Because you are what you are, and I am sorry, but that's just the way that it is.
It's in your brain.
That is so helpful. I want to know, what would I do if I want to know someone's gender identity or pronouns?
The most important thing is do not pressure anybody into giving you their pronouns. Some people may be going through the process of discovery and they are not ready yet to tell you what their pronouns are, and that's okay.
So I should just lead with my pronouns and they may follow or not, and if they don't, then I can just continue to use gender-neutral language.
Yes, exactly. Just to share something with you that happened the other day at a cookout I was at, we were talking about pronouns, and somebody was disagreeing with how different people see themselves as different pronouns, and the argument was, if you look like a female, then it's she, her, because that's what's normal, and if you make me call you something else, then you're infringing on my rights. And I was really taken aback by the comment, and I really wasn't sure how to respond, and the only thing I could really think quickly to say was, it's not about you at all, and it's mostly and ultimately about respect.
It is about respect. That's an important point to make, and I think you did the right thing. I think it's important to keep it short and simple. What I would have said to help them understand better is to talk about mispronouncing names. For example, my name is Johnny, spelled Jony, and it's normal for someone to pronounce my name like Joni, but if I were to tell you over and over again, my name is Johnny, and you insist on mispronouncing my name, I would feel disrespected by you.
Is this not the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen or heard? I mean, how crazy is this? And that's what's being shown to our Navy. And if this is how, I mean, if these are the types of videos that are being shown to our men and women in service, we are in big, big trouble. All right, U.S. women's soccer legend Megan Rapinoe believes it's disgusting to ban transgender athletes from competing in women's sports. How can you, I don't even get how she can say this, because they have men and women's sports for a reason. Men's bodies and their physicalities and their their inner workings are totally different than women's. So to say it's fair to put a man up against a woman in, let's say, swimming, or let's say really anything, is not right at all. It's disgusting to put a man, somebody who was born a man and has those man things about them, to put them in sports with women. I mean, it's it's apples and oranges. And I don't understand how any woman could say, yeah, that's fine. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me. What do you guys think? Does hardening schools make students safer? The first real possibility for federal firearms legislation in decades has been sketched out by a bipartisan group of senators. It comes in the wake of May 23, 2022 school shooting in Uvalde, Texas, in which an 18-year-old gunman killed 19 children and 2 teachers before himself being killed in a gunfire exchange with police. Perhaps inspired by concerns that the shooter entered the school through a door whose lock malfunctioned and faced few other barriers or restrictions during his attack, the bipartisan proposal would boost both physical security measures and the number of mental health workers in schools. It could come on top of the U.S. billion in proposed funding to hire more school counselors, nurses, social workers, and school psychologists. Another approach popular among some politicians to increase school safety is so-called school hardening. Hardening encompasses a wide range of physical defenses such as surveillance cameras, metal detectors, door locking systems, arming teachers, and even armed guards. In the weeks following the Uvalde shooting, support of arming teachers and employing police officers in schools has been renewed by leaders from both political parties. The Uvalde shooting, like every other shooting, raises questions and concerns for parents and community members about how schools might be able to deter a prospective shooter from attacking. Sadly, my research and the research of others finds that there is no way that schools can become so secure as to prevent any gun violence. I don't know how you guys all feel on this, but my thing would not be to arm all teachers, because not all teachers are mentally stable. Not all teachers have their shit together. You know, everybody has bad days. So to send teachers in there with guns every day, I do not think is the solution. Nor do I think taking everybody else's guns away is the solution. But we know that nothing ever gets done on our behalf, right? So there's always something in it for them. So whatever makes them the most money will probably be the way that door swings. What do you guys think? Do you guys think they should arm the teachers? Do you guys think that, you should have metal detectors and locked doors and all this other, like, what do you guys think would help deter this stuff from happening again? Nope. Hold on. I'm looking for the one that goes in with that. Okay. Run, hide, fight. School shooter drills can be traumatic, but do they work? The 911 call came in minutes before noon. A 13-year-old at Slinger Middle School yelled he had a gun, sending his tiny Wisconsin town into a panic 3 days after a mass murder at a Texas elementary school. But teachers and kids were ready. They'd practiced for this nightmare scenario every semester. Staff turned out lights and locked doors, using devices that latch into the floor. One teacher grabbed a baseball bat. Some kids snatched the golf balls stockpiled in each classroom, ready to throw at an intruder. Parents and guardians flocked as instructed to the parking lot of the bowling alley. It was a false alarm. The student never had a gun. The 75-minute lockdown ended after police detained the teen and children reunited with their terrified families. The sad part is that our kids have to go through this, said Jason Ford, whose 14-year-old son is a student at Slinger. They had to be prepared or even think about the worst possible scenario. The incident left many wondering, would they have survived a real attack? It's a question worrying many Americans as school systems reevaluate their active shooter response training in the aftermath of the massacre in Uvalde. Okay. Now, I don't know if any of you, as parents, have had your kids experience anything like this in school, but I will never forget when my son came home from school. He was in first grade. He came home from school and told me that they had done, no, he didn't say they did a drill. What he said was that they had to, somebody was trying to get into the school, into the classroom, and they had to lock the doors, get under their desks, or get into a safe place. They made it sound like people, like there was somebody angry outside trying to bang their way into the classroom. Kids were terrified. He was like so scared that was going to happen that I think it's a terrible idea to do that to kids in school. You want to know, like, I wasn't aware that more and more schools were doing this, but it doesn't surprise me then that all these kids now are having all these, like, they're not mentally healthy. They're having all of this anxiety and all of these issues because schools are terrifying them. To be in a situation like that, and these parents who had to go to this bowling alley and wait to hear if their kid was okay or not, like, that is not okay. You cannot put people through that just because you want to prepare children for a school shooting. Like, that is not okay. It is not okay to traumatize all of these kids for this to happen. No, it is not a good way to help kids cope. It will seriously do some terrible mental damage that, you can never erase. Like, why would you do that to these kids? And why would you do that to these? I'd be out of my freaking mind if I was one of them parents. There's no way I would have been able to stay at that bowling alley. I would have been right at that school. But I'm just saying, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that that's okay for these guys for the schools to make your kids go through this? Make them think that it's real and it not be. It just be a drill. Like, I think you're going to get way more traumatized kids out of that than you would, doing it any other way. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think. And again, Please hit that like button if you like this kind of stuff. If you like my videos, please hit that thumbs up button. Please share and comment. And please be sure to subscribe. All right, the craziness, the indoctrination for kids under 5 is finally here. But most parents aren't jumping in line. I wonder why that is. I wonder why that is. I'm not going to read it because this is the kind of thing that gets you in trouble these days. But I'm sure you guys have heard it. They made it so now kids up on, from 6 months and up can go and get it. And I'm not even going to say what I think about it. I'm just going to say, okay, here's the story. You guys take what you want out of it. Insane. All right, Cracker Barrel. How many of you guys have ever been to the Cracker Barrel? Have you ever been? Like, we love the Cracker Barrel. They have really good food, and it's not expensive. It's not, and it's all, like, I like the Cracker Barrel. But listen to this. How Cracker Barrel just got dragged into another controversy. Okay, Cracker Barrel is supposed to be a nice, family-friendly, country-themed restaurant where people can go to eat deep-fried foods at a reasonable price. The chain was named after the tradition of people gathering around a Cracker Barrel at the local general store to talk. In fact, Southern Living observes that this tradition is closely tied to the rustic informality and directness thought to be characteristics of life in and around a country store. As it turns out, this restaurant chain has received negative attention due to its name in the past couple of years. Shocker. There has been an ongoing rumor circling the net claiming that Cracker Barrel relates to the racist white nationalist term or to a barrel of whips used on enslaved people. In one iteration, posters even claim that the stylized K in its store sign is supposed to be a whip. This has been debunked by soaps, though it is true that in other contexts the term cracker has been used in reference to cracking whips. Even so, the name seems to keep coming back to haunt the restaurant chain. Now, I don't know about you guys, but they are trying to change everything and anything with a name that they don't like. Oh, we got to cancel it. Oh, it's racist. Oh, it's, anti-gay. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. We got to cancel. Cancel. This is so stupid. And it's all pushed by media and social media and media news and all of this other crap. When we went to eat at Cracker Barrel, it was me, my husband, and my son at the time. He was little. But we went in there, and there was white people in there eating, there was black people in there eating, and there was Asian people in there eating. They just have good food. So it's not people saying, oh, we have to boycott Cracker Barrel because it's racist, because there was people of all ethnicities eating in there. So it's bullshit what they're saying. It's just another thing that they're trying to make people feud about. It's just another way that they can get inside everybody's head and try to push this racist agenda that they want to push. Don't be sucked in by it. Don't let it happen to you. You know who you are. We all know who we are in our own way. Like, we all know who we are. And don't let it make you feel bad. It's just, they get inside your head and then they make you think that you're wrong. They make you think that things you think are wrong, and they're not. They're not. It's just them trying to push their agendas. I just want to say I love Cracker Barrel, and they have really good food, and it's not because I'm white that I want to eat there. That's all I'm going to say. You guys ever been to Cracker Barrel? They have really good food there. I like Cracker Barrel. All right. The shocking moment, a man points a gun at another holding a baby in Detroit. Just another thing. This is what I'm like, these people that are doing things like this, they are surrounded by darkness. They let the darkness in, and they let the darkness take hold, And it's, it's making people bad. That's why I say to everybody, like, we have to try to find the light. We have to try to spread the light. There's so much negative energy in the universe and in the world, but you got to put that positive energy out there too, or else the negative will outweigh the positive, and we can't let that happen. So even though we're looking at all this stuff that we know is wrong and we know is bad, we got to try to find a way to flip it around and change it. But it is the world that we live in, so we need to know what's going on.
This man spent Father's Day protecting his child from a gunman. It happened at a gas station in Detroit. Police released video of the incident showing the suspect opened the door to the gas station's convenience store, pulled out a gun and a clip from his pants, inserted the clip, and then pointed it at a man inside who was holding a baby. That protective dad immediately reacted, swatting the gun away and then running further into the store as the gunman retreated outside. The suspect can be seen outside the store, backing away before turning around and leaving. Police released the video on social media, asking anyone who can identify the suspect to report the information immediately. They say a person of interest is now in custody in this case.
Who points a gun at a baby? Now, I probably won't show this whole thing, but the people in the world right now have no respect for any other human beings. They have no respect for any human life whatsoever. I was taught to respect your elders, older people. I mean, and today people are not being taught that. People are not being raised with that because they don't care about you, and between social media and between, them pushing people against each other, everybody is falling into what they want it to be. Total and utter chaos, evil running the world. But it's just disgusting. And this is an employee that was supposed to help veterans. He was supposed to care. Old man. Look at what he is doing to this old man. Okay, yeah, I can't watch stuff like that. I can't. It hurts my, I just can't watch it. If you guys want to, you can go see it, but it's on VidMats. Disturbing video shows Veterans Affairs employee brutally assault an elderly Vietnam vet. And, shit like this, I don't know why they'd block out his face. It should be all over the place because he's, let the world know that look at what this piece of crap did. This is crazy. Monkey snatches and kills month-old baby as he was being breastfed. Yuck. All right. Shaima said had been feeding her child outside when the troop of monkeys invaded her house. The monkeys snatched the child from Sayed. The mother screamed for help. Villagers rushed to her house to assist her in getting her child, identified as back from the troop of monkeys. One of the monkeys held the child in its hands, and villagers rushed to help. They used force to free the child. When the villagers came, it was too late because the baby was already in the hands of the monkeys. When they eventually got the child back from the monkeys, he was injured on the neck and head. The baby was rushed to a nearby hospital where he died from his injuries. Is that so crazy, though? Monkeys invaded this lady's house and stole her baby. How crazy is that? Look how mean that monkey looks. Alright, we just did that one. Okay. Hero man overflowing. I don't know why it says that. because if you watch the video, it's fine. But hero man saves drowning autistic child in swimming pool. Now, this child survived. His life was saved. So this is a good story. In the midst of all this bad, here is a good story.
This heart-stopping video is a stark reminder of the dangers of a young child alone at a pool. But this story has a happy ending.
Today is about good news.
The surveillance video shown by Lawrence, Kansas fire officials is tough to watch. 4-year-old Xavier Rigney gets inside the locked, gated pool at his apartment complex and jumps in. Instantly, the nonverbal child with autism is in trouble.
At this point, Xavier is drowning.
12-year-old Maddox Westerhouse went for his dad.
I just went like, oh no, and ran.
Some 3 minutes later, Tom Westerhouse jumped the fence, rescued Xavier, and started CPR. After 2.5 minutes, Xavier coughed up water and cried.
Definitely hits home a lot harder having a son myself.
The CDC says drowning is the #1 cause of unintentional death for children between the ages of 1 and 4.
Hi there.
Xavier is back to his energetic ways. His mom, Alexis, who was caring for her 4-month-old when Xavier slipped out, is forever grateful.
He's my best friend, so I don't know what I would do without him.
A fast-thinking father and son saving a little boy. Ann Thompson, NBC News.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and
Just a little bit of light in a world of darkness will help. It'll help, you know? Elon Musk questions whether TikTok is destroying civilization. Of course it is. That's what it was made for, to destroy your children. Is TikTok destroying civilization? Some people think so. Or perhaps social media in general. The billionaire's tweet came minutes after he responded, to a report that Chinese employees at ByteDance, TikTok's parent company, have repeatedly accessed private data from the platform's users in the United States. Big shocker there. TikTok has faced heavy scrutiny from U.S. politicians for its Chinese roots. Former President Donald Trump signed an executive order in 2020 threatening to ban the app from the U.S., but President Joe Obama prevented the ban from taking effect soon after entering office. Of course he did. Of course he did. But look at all the things that have happened. All the TikTok challenges where kids have either gotten super sick, died. A few of them got brain damage. Of course it's destroying civilization. That's why Joe Obama canceled the ban and said, no, we have to have TikTok. Our kids need TikTok. Our nurses need TikTok, or what else would they do all day? What do you guys think? What do you guys think, honestly? I don't have TikTok. My kids do not have TikTok. But you can't get on YouTube or, anywhere else without seeing, TikTok compilation videos. And yeah, I think it should have been banned. I think we should have got rid of it a long time ago. And people don't see that. All right, here's another good news. Another bad story, but with a good ending. Mom saves 2 girls, 12, from kidnapping after spotting a man following them home. A mother stopped an attempted kidnapping last week after she spotted a man follow 2 young girls past a church. David Daniels, 37, began following the 2 12-year-old girls, reportedly telling them he could supervise their walk home in Fishhawk, Florida. Daniels trailed behind the 2 girls who were walking past a church when a mother spotted them and could sense something was wrong. I saw 2 children on their bicycles and a male adult behind them, said the mother, who did not want to be identified. One of the little girls was mouthing to me, "Please help me. This is not my dad," the woman said. According to police, by that point, Daniels had already hit one of the young girls in the head and held one of them in a headlock. Daniels then pretended to be their father, making up a story about how they had recently moved to town. He was kind of talking over her, right behind her, putting his arm around her neck and saying something in her ear, saying, "We just moved here. We just want to see how we can help do whatever you're doing," she said. The woman then welcomed them into the church before slipping away and calling 911 to alert authorities to the suspicious man. "I engaged in conversation with him," she said. "I said, 'Oh, that's nice. Where did you move here from?' He said, 'Oh, I am not really sure.' He then took off back toward downtown Fishhawk. Hillsborough County deputies were able to track him down, and he was arrested on 2 counts of false imprisonment of a child and child abuse. The woman who stepped in told local media she doesn't want any recognition for helping out. "I don't want to be a hero. I just did what I hope anybody would do for my own kids." There are moms out there who are like me. They are going to recognize the signs, and they are going to know what to do. In that moment, I didn't know if I was going to have the right answer, but they are fine and they are home today. Both of the children told police they believed they were being kidnapped. Daniels is now being held in the Hillsborough County Jail on a $104,000 bond. So 2 kids were saved by a quick-thinking mom. Look at this. Terrifying video shows autonomous robot tank blowing up cars remotely. We've managed to create some impressive robots over the years, from medical robots that can perform surgeries to small robots capable of jumping to new heights. There's even a group of tiny robots we plan to use to explore the moon. But now, a video of a new AI-powered tank has surfaced. It showcases how the military plans to use these scary advancements in futuristic warfare. AI-powered tank video shows the terrifying future of warfare. Milram Robotics and Kongsberg Defense and Aerospace released the video in early June. As one of the leading technology and defense suppliers in the world, it has been working to make robots that soldiers can use in times of combat. The result is a deadly and terrifying AI-powered tank capable of firing using a remote turret. What's most intriguing and terrifying about this particular tank is that it uses AI to navigate and move around obstacles. That means there isn't a person behind it controlling where it goes. And it's unclear whether the turret attached to the top is controlled by humans or if Milram hopes to make it autonomous too. We've slowly been working our way towards more autonomous robotics, which can bring a lot to the table. However, putting an AI-powered tank capable of blowing up cars by itself into the world does raise some moral conundrums. Yeah. My thing is, what happens when this AI tank gets turned on civilians? Don't think that could happen? I wouldn't be so sure. What do you guys think? Because I think, it sounds all well and fine when it's over and when it's protecting people. But when it's turned on people and it's powered by AI, I mean, look at the AI driving cars we have right now that crash all the time. You don't think something can go wrong with an AI powered tank that can blow up cars? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and please, if you haven't done so already, remember to subscribe, hit that bell so you're notified of future videos, hit that thumbs up, comment, and share. Share this video with everybody that you can. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Just stay strong, stay healthy, stay safe, and I'm going to add a new one. Stay positive. Try to stay positive in the dark, dark world that we live in. Try to find just a little bit of light in every situation. So until next time, you guys have a good day. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for what's right. And I'll see you next time.